We were good together. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Kamalami Sphelly. I am just coming here this time to actually give you the highlights of the trap ambassador crowning, the final night, the gala night that we just heard. So this is, I'm actually coming at the end, but it's more like an intro. However, I'm just gonna show you what happened or what went down at the gala dinner. I did not want to have it all the highlights on my own video, but I decided rather let me actually have a separate video so that it can only reach the people that really wants to see what went down. Hi guys, I'm going to Prestige Auditorium for trap crowning for the ambassadors. I'm so excited. Let's go. Let me take you with. Probably I'll vlog some few clips, especially for my own students. Let's just say good luck to them, but the most important thing is to just get new ambassadors. Let's go.
I am currently studying my honors degree in the same field, majoring in the medical aesthetics. I am the founder of SM Aesthetics. And I try to be strong and fight. Even if I fight, no one is on my side. They told me that friends, families, and everyone are on my side. But every time when I cry out for help, no one is on my side. So lies. I don't think I can still walk a few miles. I'm dead, but still alive. Only if I had a gun, I would just pull the trigger. The pain is my melody, now I'm a hurting singer. I've been trying to express my emotions through the poems and actions, but I don't feel. So I'm tired. Every time I try to quit, there are voices in my head that keeps on saying, no, 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 no. Quitting is not an option. Let's fight this stigma and the silent war. Mental health is worth fighting for. And together, we can heal the pain and find the sun through the rain. Reach out a hand to those in need. In unity, we will plant a hopeful
order. That is where the confusion begins. The mental well-being of the mind, that is just the mental well-being of the mind that enables people to cope with their daily stresses of life. And going back to the confusion, mental health is not the same as mental health conditions. Mental health is just a state of your mind. Mental health condition is the conditions that you acquire without you being able to cope with the daily stresses of your life.
And to negative life events like getting a bad mark, losing an argument, and even grief. Sometimes it just pops out of the blue with no trigger at all. It's usually temporary and it's referred to as mild depression. Clinical depression is different. It's a more severe form of depression, also known as major depressive disorder. It's diagnosed by a psychiatrist and involves symptoms that last for 2 or more weeks, interfering with the person's daily routine. Sometimes,
and today you know, symptoms of anxiety are as follows. It is the feelings of stress, irritability, headaches, dizziness, and excessive sweating. Next common mental health issue faced by students is depression. What is depression? Depression refers to the feeling of persistence, whereby you just persistently have feelings of hopelessness, sadness, and worriness. Symptoms of anxiety, of depression includes before you were sleeping at 8 p.m. and then recently you just started sleeping at 12. Next week you change. You're sleeping at 6. You are back to 8. Are you aware that you're going through depression? No, you're not. But then now you know that that's depression, guys. That's according to the studies. Other symptoms that are left is trouble in concentration, difficulty in completing your school task. Next slide. We have substance abuse, which is another mental health issue faced by students. Substance abuse, it refers to the persistent use of illegal drugs, which includes cocaine and nyaope. Under substance abuse, also pain medications that you constantly drink, even though you're not experiencing any stress. It is referred to that you are actually abusing the medication. That's substance abuse. So the symptoms of substance abuse that are visual to someone that you can tell that this person is abusing alcohol or any drugs, they are known as slack speech, bloodshot eyes, paranoia, spending excessive amount on drugs and alcohol. When we go to group, whether you just don't want to come back at rest, you just want to be at group constantly. Every weekend you want to go to group. That's you getting a habit of drugs and alcohol, and you be labeled as a victim of substance abuse. That's how many people end up being labeled as substance abuse victims. So, suicidal thoughts. What is suicidal thoughts? Suicidal thoughts are known as when someone is planning to take his or her own life. When you're sitting in your own room, you are depressed, the schoolwork is too much, there's no one you are reaching out to. What you think of is, I don't have a life, I am failing, I can't send my results home because there's nothing that my parents will be happy about. And then you start writing letters of suicide whereby you express your feelings of not wanting to be in this world anymore. So other symptoms include talking about feeling trapped on your own mind, and some other people who experience suicidal thoughts, they normally cut themselves with blazers. They say they feel that when they cut themselves, that's how they take out the pain of whatever they're going through, the academic stresses and all these difficulties that life brings about to them. Next slide. How can you cope with mental health issues that I've mentioned as a student? Exercise regularly. We have the sports ground. If you can wake up at 6 in the morning before you start your task, you just jog one lap and then you come back just to keep your mind active. You have to eat healthy because you can't just jog one lap without having the vitamins that will keep you going consistently exercising. You have to get enough rest. Sleep, guys, it's 8 hours. I know we are students, we must not sleep 8 hours, but then when you get the chance, instead of being a victim of substance abuse going to groove, just take 8 hours of that day or that night and sleep and rest, guys. Nextly, practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques such as meditation. You can share your feelings. If you're that person that you cannot share your feelings to other people, just try journaling, whereby, dear diary, today this is how my day went. I wish tomorrow this is I wish tomorrow this could happen. Share your goals through journals if you don't have friends that can support you. So, other thing, engage in hobbies and interests. Here at TUT, we have so many extracurricular activities, such as peer educators under the Wellness Directorate. We have also the peer top seniors under the SGLD, whereby we have activities daily, such as community reach out. At the clinic, normally we're talking about your health and wellness. How can you keep yourself safe from other illnesses? In such a way that you just keep yourself busy. Just stop being in your own world. So seek help, and that's why you can cope. Yeah. So I have daily affirmations for you guys. Due to time, I'll just read out for you guys. Like, take out your pen or take out your notepad. Here are some daily affirmations that you can live with. I am stronger than I know. That would be you saying that I am stronger than I know. I will get through today. I see good in myself. I trust my journey. I am confident in my skills and gifts. I intend to make my wishes to come true.
Mental health, particularly through creative art. For decades, mental health conversations have been made a social taboo, which in turn has led to a variety of mental health diseases being common within the society. So I feel like the topic should be brought into the conversation more. Before I go deeper into my presentation, I would like to first define what mental health is, which is a state of mind whereby one is conscious and aware of their full potential and is able to be productive within the community, and at the same time be able to cope with normal stresses of life and be productive.
Own state of being. They say remarks such as, I can't be sharing my personal problems with strangers. I am not weak, or I am not the first to go through it. This, unfortunately, reminds me of a story of someone that I know. This person had everything and anything you could ever think of. The house, cars, designers, listen, Gucci, Prada. You can name it all. The sad part was I couldn't grieve. People say time heals, but it only makes you stronger. Being able to vent and allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling actually does help. The World Health Organization shows a statistic of 700,000 people dying due to suicide. Many more who attempt to commit suicide. Here are ways of preventing such to happen. Talking to someone for support. Learn to understand and manage your own feelings. Surround yourself with positive people. Give yourself time. Steer away from harmful substances. Trust me, going to Zanzibar and Moloko, it won't help. Seek for medical help. For example, anxiety control pills. As awareness, it would be my wish to distribute tags around campus to show the seriousness of mental health. The tags will be worn throughout the Mental Health Month, which is in May. This is also to support those who are going through a difficult time and encourage those who can't speak up. Family and friends, let us not be ignorant. Let us not judge each other and throw around insensitive comments such as, this generation. Let us hold on to each other in confidence and love.
When problems arises, because definitely problems will arise. We have your social, which deals with getting involved in other activities, because as a human being, you are bound to have activities that interest you. You also have your economical, which deals with planning for your future finances. Last but not least, we have intellectual, which deals with keeping abreast of your current affairs. Getting more into details, there are several types of mental conditions that a person may experience. We have anxiety disorder, which we have generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, phobia, where a person may experience excessive fear as well as worry. We have personality disorder, where we have borderline personality disorder and also narcissistic personality disorder, which stimulates unhealthy patterns of thinking. We also have a psychotic disorder, where we have a disorder by the name of schizophrenia, where a person may experience hallucination, delusions, as well as disorganized thinking. But today, I want us to focus on what we call mood disorders. We have your depression, bipolar disorder, as well as seasonal affective disorder. These ones are characterized by a significant change in mood, energy levels, as well as emotional well-being. I will say that again. These ones are characterized by a significant change in mood, energy levels, as well as your overall emotional well-being. Just to give you guys a bit of a background, I have a friend from home by the name of Matidi Soku, a very beautiful young lady from a very financially stable family. This is very much important to mention. This girl, her father, to be precise, is a well-known farmer around the township. The girl had everything she can ever ask for. But unfortunately, she was sexually abused by her father. The matter went on and on and on. The girl kept quiet because she thought it would eventually fade away, but it didn't. The girl decided to talk to her mother, her biological mother by the way, and this was her mother's response. We always like to wear short things. Now I want you guys to imagine the trauma the girl was going through, the pressure. The lady went to tell her teacher, whom she was close to, and the matter was taken to the social workers. She then started with the counseling classes for a short period of time. Along the process, she was forced to move out of home. Out of all the benefits she had to live in an orphanage home. But that didn't matter at the time because she was prioritizing her mental health. The girl went to live in an orphanage home and gradually she regained her confidence and also the ability to do well in life. As I'm speaking to you now, she's currently doing well and she's working. This is what I have for you.
incredibly complex and multifaceted. However, it affects each and every one of us in a unique way. That's why I chose what I chose today. The silent sufferers, high achievers' mental health. This is how I plan to present my presentation to you guys today. I'm going to start with the introduction, then move on to section 1, the pressures of excellence, then on to section 2, personal stories of triumph, where I'll be giving you a story about a high achiever who went through mental health issues. Section 3, the role of mentorship. Research has it that 1 in 3 high achieving students grapple with anxiety or depression. So now I'll be giving you the role of family, friends, and communities. Firstly, they could provide emotional support, and then they could also encourage the individual that might be going through certain stuff like this. Thirdly, they can also educate themselves, in turn knowing how to manage someone who...
Greetings to everyone. I would like to first thank you all for being here, and also thank you for giving me this opportunity. And today, I stand before you to talk about a very important topic. A topic that affects each one of us, whether we're young. Well, mental health refers to a person's emotional, social, and also psychological well-being. Well, in our busy world, taking care of mental health has become very important. And even though we've made progress there and there, but mental health is still a big issue in our world. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength and not a weakness. So by seeking help, we have approach, encourage, and also provide. So under approach, if you suspect someone who is struggling with mental health, approach them with empathy.
Of herself wearing a black dress with red heels. Oh no, stiletto. Okay. Her name was called as she was walking from the west towards the east, and people were clapping heads. But her face was looking at the crowd, trying to find her father, who has always been her cheerleader. But unfortunately, few weeks before her graduations, her father passed on. That's where she started experiencing a mental health problem. I know some of you are wondering, what is mental health? Well, according to the World Health Organization, a mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stress of life, and can work productively, and is able to contribute to his or her community. These include social well-being, psychological well-being, and emotional well-being. But in my opinion, mental health, when looking at the wellness wheel, it mainly focuses on the emotional wellness. Because emotional wellness affects everything, from your mood swings to your mindset and to your outlook on the world. Few weeks after the graduations, the family started noticing some signs of a mental health problem. Namely, oversleeping or trouble in sleep. A long-lasting change in a person's sleep pattern. It's either you sleep too much or too little, and feeling depressed and unhappy. Nothing is interesting. You withdraw yourself from things or people that you like. But these are not the only signs that we have on the world. We also have hallucination and delusion. These are two different things. Hallucination is when you see or hear things that do not exist. Delusion is when you think a certain gesture or a comment is directed to you when it is not. We also have avoidance, when you avoid talking about things that triggers your mind about a certain event that has happened. Also, we have feeling anxious and worried. We all get worried all the time. But when your worry is constant,
and interferes all the time. This is a sign of anxiety. Lastly, we have, with all those signs she had, those signs fall under depression. A depression is a mental disorder that is characterized by predetermined sadness and you lose interest in things that you like. We also have another type of mental disorder or illness, which is anxiety, a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear that can be mild or severe. We also have bipolar. Bipolar is a mental illness that causes unusual shifting in your mood swings. The next minute you are happy and the other minute you're sad. We also have schizophrenia, a serious mental illness that can affect the way you behave, feel, or think. It's like you lose in touch with the reality. Last but not least, post-traumatic stress disorder. This disorder is discovered from a person who has experienced a shocking, a scary, or a dangerous event. For example, you were involved in a car accident with your family. Maybe people who you were involved in a car accident with died. That will come as a form of a dream. You will dream of that night. With the support the girl got from the family, she was able to get help, and now she's doing her honors degree. That was my story. That was the story about my cousin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was given an assignment on how to spread mental health awareness. And I chose a video. I chose a video because it is versatile, memorable, cheap, as I used Wi-Fi to create it. It is easy. It is the fastest tool and can reach everyone. Remember, our current generation are glued to the technology. I have noticed that we have a TUT Res PTA account on TikTok. So if I post a video on TikTok, they will be able to access it because we have free Wi-Fi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you
Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep.
Well, when the program director started the program, she was very clear of the qualifications she has. And I think it's time that I practice mine as well.
Yes.
That I do have a law degree.
Yes, advocate.
And I took my oath to be transparent and to be honest to my director always. And she nearly collapsed that students have won a trip to Cape Town. But in my office, as a TUT residence ambassador, I, Thomas Nisi, solemnly undertake to. That's when you read that part and include your names.
During my term as a TT resident ambassador, I, Thomas Nisi, solemnly undertake to.
Oh, you wait for me. I serve the interest of TUT, be loyal to the university and its people, cultivate a love